Ideally, again, every day. If the bowel's working correctly, you'll have a good motion, usually first thing in the morning. Our bowel's at its most active 30 minutes after breakfast. So for most of us, we have a hot drink, a cup of coffee, can trigger off this gastrocolic reflex. Everything moves down, ready for the food coming in, and that's the optimum time to sit on the toilet and try and have a bowel motion. But it's not good to sit too long and try and have one and strain to make yourself have a bowel motion. And sometimes people get popped on the toilet and left there for 30 minutes. You should never sit for longer than 10 minutes is the maximum time. Then take the person away, wait an hour and go back again. Because the longer we sit on the toilet, the pelvic floor muscles are bowing down into the toilet. That can stretch those muscles, and then people can end up having stress incontinence because they've sat straining on the toilet. So ideally every day, but some people go alternate days. That's normal for them. Some people go once a week because they've got a chronically distended bowel and they only go once a week to empty the bowel. Now, if it's soft, that's not a problem. We can give you an evacuant to try and empty out the soft motions. But if the feces are constipated, if it's hard, then that's constipation. We need to deal with that and fix that problem. So the best way to know what's normal is to refer to the Bristol stool chart. Now, this is all different poos that you can do, but the only difference between each poo is the amount of water in it. The longer it's in the bowel, the more water gets absorbed by the bowel and back into the bloodstream. So if it's in a long time, you'll get number 1 or number 2. So it's hard, there's very little water in it, it's been sat there far too long, and you're going to struggle to get these out. So people strain and strain. You have to watch, because if you ask people, are you constipated? They say, oh no, because I go every day. They might be just doing 3 and 4 of these little droppings a day, so they are constipated. They're straining to pass hard motions. At the other end, if it's rushed through too quickly, the water's still in there, the bowel hasn't been able to take it out, so it comes through as loose, and that's when you can get fecal incontinence occurring. So we're aiming for the middle one. Number 4 on the Bristol stool chart should be nice and smooth like a snake, slip out with no effort or pushing required, and ideally do that once a day. But most people do a 2 or a 3. If it's got lumps and knobbly bits on it, then it's dry and it's getting hard, and that's becoming constipated. So it's very important to manage the bowel, so you're doing a nice soft bowel motion, ideally first time in the morning, so then you've got it over and done with and you've got the rest of the day without having to worry about finding a toilet.